everybody. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Sunday! Welcome back to the second part of the weekend. I was splashing water on my face before I got started, and I did that thing where you splash water down both of your sleeves, so my forearms are like kind of cold and damp, but I like the sweater too much to change, so we're just gonna live with it until it dries. Hello everybody, good day, good afternoon. Getting this party started. This is what I get for trying to fiddle with stuff at my desk. Nanny, thank you for the 66-month resub. 66 somehow. I think this is a funny number. Thank you for all the cozy streams. Thank you for being there. Just me that wound up with wet sleeves. There's like a thing that some people do where they actually have like thick absorbent wristbands that they wear to stop that. I prefer to live with the consequences of my poor choices so that one day maybe I'll learn. I doubt it, but it is a thing. You're just aligning with your weather. Good day, good day. It's already warming up, so it's good. We are playing hardcore today, but I am doing that thing where I log in just to like poke at my professions a little bit, just to get my concentration spent. We're still at 1.13 mil. I don't know if we're gonna make our goal or not. It's a little hard to scrounge up the motivation to go grind when there's hardcore that's so much fun, but for the moment, we can at least make a couple of enchants to sell. There must be people that still need them. I'd say it's community service, but if I didn't make them, I'm sure somebody would. A+ preparedness. We got a big dump of snow. Fun. Does not matter what I'm doing at the sink, wet sleeves, or if dishes are involved, front of shirt takes a bath. Sometimes I wear an apron through washing dishes just to kind of mitigate the splash zone, because I also am very splashy when I'm washing dishes. The biggest pet peeve is if somehow my dish gloves get water on the inside of them. I hate that because it's really annoying to dry. And there's nothing worse than putting on like a rubber glove to wash dishes and having it be wet and clammy on the inside. There may be worse things, but I don't know. It's pretty bad. Well, no, I was going to make 2 Storm Riders agilities. I think that's what I was going to do with this concentration. I've already shattered something, so that's a good start. And yeah, it's only like 184 concentration. It's not going to be like crazy profit, but you know, a couple thousand gold here and there. Not bad. Spoiled Bat, thank you for the 34-month resub. Good morning, Hazel. I'm getting into a bit of hardcore self-found myself this morning. Ooh, very fun. Back for more fun hardcore content. They never draw here. Too human. Almost fell to my death last night and Org caused me a few heart palpitations. Listen, I'm all about one hand on the safety rail going all the way down all the spiral stairs. Flabby was making fun at me for not jumping off of like a little tower, and I'm like, are you crazy? If I die, no more birthdays. It's over. Okay, so that's good. Is that good for enchanting? Is that enough? No, I'm gonna spend more concentration than that. I'm not gonna remember. I need to get another like 500 gone. What about that? 184. Yeah, that'll do. That's good enough. I like to make a mix of different things, even if one thing was like the most profitable, because that way I have a few different things to sell. So we'll do 2 of these. So we'll do the tinder boxes. I actually have the storm dust already. Fancy me. Maybe 10 of these. Oh, nice. Jumped back into retail last night. Are World Quests worth the time for the gold they give? I think they are if they do give gold. Like 800 gold for something like that, I feel like is pretty good. I feel like that's better than what I do gathering. However, I haven't been like going out of my way to do the gold world quest, but maybe I should actually. Maybe I should, at least on my main, just kind of like do a little lap every day or every other day or whatever it is, and just clean them up, because I'm sure not making a whole lot of gold doing this. It's all right. I'd say I can't complain, but that is directly antithetical to the premise of my stream. If I can complain, I will complain. There we go. A couple Radiant Haste enchants. Man can probably melt through them. I felt like that IRL at the playground. No way I'm jumping that high, which is why I've never broken a bone before. I think that's just wise. There we go. Okay, and then what about... Yeah, so that's good for enchanting. My alchemy concentration has not fully grown back. We could indeed... It's only like 800 gold, but like... 800 gold we get to keep, and that's 244. Yeah, we can probably do that twice. We would hope and assume if we don't do any math. And we already have the spores, so we just need like the herbs less the blessing blossoms. So we're gonna say like 24. By the time we get done with this, I think Flabby should be on and we can log on to earbugs and see what the plan is. Lure drop maybe 12 of these. 9 because we had 3 already. 11 of these guys. And then 9 of these. Yeah. Way less auctions to scan in hardcore. Maybe the end of the Barrens. Perhaps it could be true. I actually have no idea. I don't know yet. I'd have to talk to Flabby. He's the one with all the wisdom. I just show up and dot things. Yeah, so we'll make one of those. And another one of those. You can always sell gold harmonious horticulture. Not a problem. So, what is my day worth here? What have we done? Like 17,000 gold. I don't know how much we spent on it. Not that much. I think we spent 8 and we're going to be up 17, so call it 9k profit for spending the concentration. Yeah, it's all right. I'm not mad at that. It's not gonna change my life, but you know, no one thing does. You know, you gotta change your life 9k gold at a time. Hello? Around? Here, I will press the call button. Get out of this retail business.
Hello.
Hello?
What's up?
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
How are you?
Tired. What about you?
Are you cracking an M?
Oh, I wish I was procking an M.
Yeah.
Actually, those are gross.
Wow, our characters look so cool now.
They do.
Well, I mean, I can't speak for Coffin Cheese. I haven't taken a good look at him. I'll have to when I log in, but I'm digging the robe. Old Undead Male is just such a iconic model. I love this so much.
Yeah.
They're growing up. How goes the Longboy 2.0 grind? It's kind of ground to a halt a little bit. I used to, at first I was making about 100k for every day that I like really sat down and worked on it between crafting and gathering. And then, oh my gosh. Hang on, my add-ons mean business. This is so many caps. This is kind of upsetting. Okay, I need... Oh, it's talking to me too. Hang on, I have to...
Is it Leatrix Plus?
It is Leatrix Plus, yeah. I need to just kill it and reinstall
delete
it.
them.
Yeah. I'm just going to turn the whole game off because that really frightened me. I'm just going to sort that out and I'll be right with you. Delete this add-on. I thought I did that too already, but I guess not. Brown. Okay, careful. Come on. Use this add-on. All right. My goodness. Let's see if that does any better. What do I use it for? I must use it for something. Blocking guild invites, maybe? Aggressive. Earbugs. I think that's the loudest I've ever had an add-on, like, yell at me. But it is a, you know, it's a good thing to know. It worked. It got me to fix it. Let me just double check my settings real quick. So I'm blocking duels and friend requests. Class colors in chat. I've got, oh yeah, it's automatically selling junk and picking up and turning in quests. I've got max camera zoom, showing vendor prices. Yeah, it's good. It's good add-on. Would you invite me, Flabby?
Yep.
So, level 21. I'm the diamond and you're the square. You guys can't see, but she's up here. I've got a cat. I've got a cat. And we have questing wise. Oh yeah, that's right. I needed one more Thunder Lizard blood, which you were very understanding about, and we were just gonna go get that to sort that out before we moved on, right?
Very understanding.
Very understanding.
Shall I meet you at Camp Taurajo?
Oh, you know what we could do actually? Let's do
So,
the centaur thing.
you want to know?
Yeah, I think we're advanced enough. We're grown up. And get a little food buff. Plus the first couple of quests are like not too bad. It's just the last one that's a bit spooky. And we're level 21, and there's 2 of us, and we're so smart.
21, 21. Yep.
Are you 21?
21.
Oh yeah, your character's 21. Okay. I got my demon armor. I got my demon. I'm gonna make my health stone. I have my food buff. I need my arcane intellect.
Running away.
You're running away. Hello, nice lady, fuzzy baby. Hello. Nice lady reporting for duty. I saw a parade yesterday. That was what I got up to in my nice lady activities. Would you like to hear more about the parade? You don't have to.
Me or stream?
I guess anybody.
Yeah, how was the parade? What was in it?
Sorry, Flappy. It was great. It was a truck parade, and I found out more about what was going on with it because I saw it. Local businesses that involve trucks of varying kinds get into the parade, and they like bedazzle their trucks with Christmas lights, and they drive through like a parade route, and they honk their horns really loudly, and they sometimes blast Christmas music, although there was one van that was just bumping EDM until they changed, and we were like theorizing that they were just playing the inside the cab music outside, and then we're like, oops. Yeah, just trucks. That was kind of the theme of the thing, but it was pretty cool. It was fun. There's like a lot of people turned up. The kids really like it. My nephew had like little ear muffs to make it not quite so loud, because like truck horns, I guess, are designed to be incredibly jarring and loud, because if a truck is on their horn, it's really important. And when you get a lot of them going at once, it's quite cacophonous. Light parade. I was walking there, and I like passed. So yeah, we'll pick up centaur bracers first, but Kolkar leaders is good too. We can get both of them. And like I passed like a stand that was selling like hot chocolate or something, and one of the people behind the stand was talking to somebody that, you know, hanging out, and they were like, "Are you ready for the parade?" And then the other person was like, "Yeah, it should be fantastic." And I was like, "I've just walked through a Hallmark movie." It was cute, but that was like the corniest thing I've ever heard in real life. It was very nice. You want to do, where shall we farm our centaur braces?
To the north.
To the north?
To the north.
It is
Also,
that's right. It is a food drive as well. They do fundraise for food banks. It's not just about
also,
trucks.
if you wanted a truck parade, couldn't you just go to Alberta?
I mean, you can go to any major road and just set up and you'll see trucks. Sometimes you forget people actually talk like that. There's always parades here in Maine. Yeah, I'd never really sought out a parade before, but it was cute. There's something to be said for just like showing up to see something with a bunch of other people that's like, you know, like a local community thing that's kind of free to attend, and people are just kind of like hanging out being people and not like actively, I don't know, it's nice. It's like a little community thing. Alberta, much further. Little distance, a little ways away. Oh, man. These centaurs. Oh. I remember the Kolkar booty keys.
Yeah.
I looted a lot of these on like my hunter when I was in the Barrens last time hardcore came around. Look at all these people. Should we start a turf war?
Yeah, we can.
Bully them
They're
out.
lower level than us. Challenge one of them to the death.
That's why I love Christmas markets. Not really a thing. Europe, they're wonderful. I mean, I feel like there's like seasonal holiday craft markets all over the place here. I don't know if that's what we mean by Christmas market though. Also, I haven't gone to any. I still need to go actually Christmas shopping. I'm gonna do it this Hazel weekend.
You swear.
I swear. I mean it this time. I keep like, you know what happens is I sit down to brainstorm what kind of things I'm going to be shopping for, because it's a good idea to have a little bit of a game plan when you're going to go Christmas shopping as to like where you're looking for different people. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to get somebody something like this, and then I like Google the thing to see what the options are, and then I just buy one online. And then I don't have to get that thing in stores anymore. But like every time I've sat down to brainstorm, that's basically what I've done, because it's just so much easier to get stuff. Even with the Canada Post strike, it's easier to get stuff delivered usually. Here, much less engaged. Oh. Worked at a Christmas market once selling jewelry and hats during college. Best job I've ever had in terms of what I had to do while getting $16 an hour. Where are some centaur bracers? I feel like what we need is centaur density. Although you have taken some damage.
No, I have not.
What happened? Who hit you? You can tell me. It's okay.
Oh, by the way, did you... Let me see. Yeah, you did. Okay. I was making sure you picked up the leader's head over there.
Yeah. I must have done. Do I need to click on it to get a quest or anything? No? Okay.
Nope.
Outdoors, very cool. We used to sell soap at an outdoor like farmer's market situation when I was a little kid. And in the winter, it was freezing. You'd bundle up and you would just hide under the table. There would be like a little space heater in the tent. And the table had like a tarp over it that was functioning as a blanket. And if you hid under the table and you like had the space heater angled right, you could like make a little pocket of heat and then just hide there. And then people would be shopping like right above you. And they'd never know there were children down there. Or at least one child. I think my sister was probably doing something more normal. But I had my Game Boy. Are we turning in coal car leaders?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I think we have to do like 2 or 3 of these before we get to the last one, and there's going to be centaurs around them anyways.
Okay. Game Boy and Pokemon Gold, that's right. Oh, that's absolutely right. Oh, nice kitty.
Who's your favorite Pokemon from that generation?
Chikorita.
Yeah?
I like Chikorita. I'd have to, if I really wanted to like make sure I'd pick my favorite, I'd have to like look at the whole list and maybe something else would come to mind. But off the top of my head with no prep, that was my favorite starter. Cyndaquil was also like Cyndaquil and Chikorita I probably started with about evenly, maybe a little more towards Cyndaquil, but that was mostly just because I liked fire starters because grass Pokemon were more easily available early.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of tough to get a fire Pokemon. So if I didn't take a fire Pokemon, I had to get like a bird. And sometimes the birds are kind of boring. Shout out to Skarmory. I love water and grass the most. I usually went with fire or grass. I never took water because all the other kids liked water and I was a kid hipster. If my sister did something, I had to do the opposite. So I couldn't take water because it was spoken for. Despite the fact that this is fully a single player game and nobody would have had to know. It's not like anybody was asking me what my starter was. But, you know, you gotta forge your own path sometimes. I always didn't like leveling up my starter to the 3rd evolution, though, because they start out so cute and baby, and they get all weird and jacked. And especially, like, Typhlosion, I felt like was not nearly as cool as Cyndaquil was. I felt like it started as, like, this cute little thingy, little creature, and then it just turns into, like a weird fire-fighting badger. I don't know. I didn't like it as much. Typhlosion was only alright. It got the job done, but full on glow down. A lot of them, I mean, at least Totodile, you kind of know looking at that thing that it's gonna turn into like a big old alligator. Like it starts as a little cute one, and you're like, yeah, you're gonna be gator chomping. But I don't know. Meganium's very pretty. I feel like Chikorita glowed up properly. Fue Coco is a precious gem who I love. If I ever play Scarlet Violet, I will refuse to evolve Fue Coco. The amount of Pokemon that exist now makes my head spin. And every time I like hear about new ones that came out after my heyday, I get all like boomer about it. But then whenever I actually play one of the games, I'm like, oh, this is Flamigo, let's go. Brave bird! You know, like, I'll get into it surprisingly fast because, with some exceptions, I think that the character design of them is still really good. And it's easy to get, like, excited about the new ones because they're still, like, I don't know, they still got it. Yeah, I played Sword Shield. I played Violet. I think Violet might have been the last one that I played. It might have been the last one that came out, actually. I don't know. I've had a few of the different modern ones for Switch, actually. But Sword and Shield and Violet, I think, were the ones that I put the most time into. Tried to get different Pokemon games ever released so we could switch them. Oh, yeah. That's always good. We had a link cable so we could trade, but I mostly just traded with myself. Because at a certain point, I had the Game Boy Color, but I also had a Game Boy Advanced. And they could both run Game Boy games. So I could basically, like, play the same game, but then trade, I don't know. I would use one of them as, like a holding pod. And I remember there was one where I started the game. I think it was, I don't remember what version it was. It might have been Gold or Crystal or something. But I would start the game, get a starter, get to the point where I could trade it to this other game on my other console, hold it there, and then do that over again until I had 2 banked. And then I would start the game again, pick the third one. I basically just wanted to play with all 3 starters. And I did so at least once. Food buff, okay. I don't know, I'm running out of them. I'm running out of Striders too. We need to hunt some chickens.
Not the chickens.
Can't get through the beginning of Scarlet and Violet. Think I like Sword Shield more. Scarlet and Violet was so weird because on one hand, it's so blatantly unfinished. I don't know if they patched it since I played it, but it just felt like a game that never really should have left, like, alpha in that state. And it felt like they just shoved it out the door, which I think is exactly what happened. But the actual, like, gameplay is solid, and the core story was really good, and enough of the game was intact that I could kind of overlook how absolutely unfinished huge parts of it looked. I didn't think I would be able to. I thought this is the most embarrassing thing they've ever done. I can't believe they released it in this state, and then I ended up playing a bunch of it, which kind of annoyed me. It was really good. The core story. Listen, that game had me watching cutscenes, and that's a big deal for me. I never do that. I'm a big fat cutscene skipper. And I was sharing my sandwich with that dog every time. Anything in here? No.
Nothing.
How do we get Virog the Dervish?
We go hunt him down.
Okay.
No, I think we need to, like, kill enough centaur and then he, like, yells out, you know, like, come here. Oh, he's actually up right now.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if there was, like, a specific... Oh, right here. Oh, you're on top of it. There we go. Cool. And we're back into centaur that don't that or give experience, you know. I could actually drain for soul shard. Oh yeah. That's not our first pair of prospector's cuffs.
Hey, look, he's back.
Oh. Well, you can't say he doesn't take care of his employees. What did I want? Did I want to bolt up linen? Was that it? I need to keep an eye on the temperature in my office. I turned the heat on, but it's really hard for me to gauge. I guess I should just stick a thermometer on my desk so I can tell. I just don't want to let it overheat in here. But my hands are freezing, and so by that metric, I can't tell. I think we can finish the Barrens. Well, finish the Barrens is a strong term. There's probably some things in the Southern Barrens that we never do, if I had to guess. Question mark?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it just creeps into Razorfen Crawl. But we can do Ashenvale.
Do we want to do Ashenvale? I'm nervous about opposite faction guards. I'm really hesitant to level in areas where I'm going to need to really watch if my aggro radius around, like, it gets a bit spooky at that point. Happy Sunday, squirrel friends.
I believe in your spatial awareness.
Oh, that was your first mistake. Oh, you have your snake on. I need my snakey.
Yeah.
There he is. We spent 50 silver on them. We gotta use them. Dwarf Fort, pure death. There's not actually. There's a little. Yeah, there's a little bit of a red hot spot down in the very bottom right of the zone. Not too bad compared to a lot of stuff, though. The centaur battle is like really the reddest thing, I think. Hazel, I was playing yesterday, and at the crossroads, I stumbled across a church of beef cult. 40 to 60 players with mostly Taurens named things like Sir Loline. They did a giant ring of what they called beef garas. That's nice. You know, local culture. People. That's funny. To respond fast in that fort, they all aggro at once. What's your favorite and least favorite stocking stuffer you've ever gotten? I was like scrolling through lists of like recommendations for them, kind of brainstorming, and a lot of the things that I saw on the lists were like, they seemed comically bad to me, but I guess maybe I just don't know the person that's perfect for that gift. There were whiskey-soaked toothpicks, and I'm not real clear on who that's for.
It's just because I don't like the candy. I'm pretty sure I got like Peeps or something like that.
Yeah.
It's just like pure sugar, you know? Best stocking stuffer? Definitely large uncased fish hooks.
Yeah, so you reach your hand into your stocking and you come back with a big surprise. Oh, man. Almond Joys. I don't know if that's a best or a worst. Somebody could really like or dislike Almond Joys. Child least favorite were socks. As an adult, my favorite are socks. That's so true, actually. I don't know if I hated getting socks and underwear as a kid, but like it was kind of like a boring thing you had to unwrap so you could get to the fun stuff. And now I'm like, oh man, these are brand new. They're all soft. I haven't worn them into pieces yet. Nice. Chocolate and soaps are my favorite. Sister loves them. I hate them, and mom gets confused every year. Peeps were my least favorite. I don't know if I ever got like a bad one, actually. I must have gotten something that I wasn't that excited about, but I feel like my mom played it pretty consistent, pretty smart with the stockings. A friend of mine gives socks every year, but picks fun ones with designs that are personalized to the person. I feel like it's really smart too, because you can wear out a pair of socks in about a year if you wear them enough. So it's one of those things that you're not just going to continue like overloading this person with more socks than they can keep. Like if most people, I feel like if they evaluate their sock drawer and they're like, all right, 4 pairs of you gotta go, they can probably pick 4 pairs that are probably ready to go. Either that or my feet are just made of sandpaper and all of you guys are tiptoeing around in silken tootsies. But I can definitely wear through a pair of socks. Worst is when grandma gets you underwear and you have to open it in front of all your cousins. When I was maybe 14, got done with braces, got a 3-pound bag of Sour Patch Kids. Loved it for about a day, then got 4 canker sores, ruined my mouth. Yep.
Oh.
That is the struggle with candy. I remember when I had braces, my like white whale thing, like the thing that like I knew that I really couldn't have with my braces because it was just not working out, was caramel apples from like a fair, like a caramel covered apple. And I was like, oh man, one day when I get these appliances out, I'm going to be living large with these apples. And then I got the braces off and I realized I was going to have a permanent retainer for the rest of my life, so never mind. But also, I don't actually like them that much. They're kind of a lot. And even when you have like, even without metal cemented into your teeth. I feel like they're a lot to just kind of deal with in the mouth. I really thought it was going to be a bigger part of my life than it turned out to be.
I knew someone who popped a filling from eating one of those
Oh no.
caramel apple, like the lollipops or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember the lollipops, but we also had like whole apples, like big ones that would be completely dipped.
Mm-hmm.
They were like a big commitment. Did you ever have one of those lollipops that was like 8 inches big?
What?
They sold them at like Disneyland, and they were like really big, and they were spirally and like yeah.
Yeah.
I had one of those one year, and I don't know why anybody let me do this, but I ate it very slowly over the course of like 18 months.
What?
Well, they last a long time. And it was like, you know, it was much too big for like one sitting, so I extrapolated, surely I can hoard this. You know, for a long time.
And you didn't get sick?
No, I don't think so. Sugar, like high densities of sugar can be a very potent preservative. Especially if it's not staying wet. Like if it dries out, it's like, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't do that now. But no, I never got sick. I don't think I finished it. I think at some point it had to be thrown out. And I think I was a bit sad about it. It was just one of those things that was like, this is so exciting. I need to honor this by making it last for a really long time. Like how I used to get like a pack of Skittles and I would have one Skittle every third day. Like my ceremonial third day Skittle.
This is my Skittle.
This is the Skittle. And then like the color would be like a big deal because, you know, it's not that I never had candy, but you never really knew when you were going to have candy. It wasn't something you could really expect within any given frame of time. So if I had candy, I kind of rationed it.
I was going to say, were you practicing for like post-apocalyptic situations or something?
Apparently. Wanted braces because I have a gap tooth, and I'm glad I didn't have to deal with the metal contraptions. Might try Invisalign. Every now and then, some dentist tries to talk me into Invisalign. I don't think so. Because when I was a kid, either my parents or their dental insurance, or both, paid for my braces. So even though those were really expensive, I wasn't footing the bill because I was like 11. But if I got Invisalign now, I would have to like pay for it, and my teeth are good enough. They'll do. They're fine. Yeah. Yeah, my dentist told me they could take out my retainer, but then I would need to wear... they could take out the permanent retainer, but then I would need to wear a night retainer, like, basically for the rest of my life, and, like, that sounds worse. That doesn't sound better. I'm already wearing a night guard. I don't even know how that would work with a retainer. I don't know if you can get... It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm not doing it. Like... Apparently, I don't know if they knew this at the time when they were doing my orthodontics, but they said that they discovered at some point that when you get that retainer taken out, your teeth will continue moving. So it's, as long as it's not causing any problems, it's safer just to leave it in there. I don't really mind flossing around it anymore. You get those like blue floss threaders, and I can do them real fast. Not a big deal. Did you ever get your eye teeth filed down by your dentist? No. I would have been horrified. I would have wanted pointier teeth, not less pointy teeth. Back in the day, they would just do it to kids. Still wearing my night retainer at 36 years old, 20 years after braces. I will say that I prefer having like my permanent retainer in the teeth that I have now than my original teeth. They were all over the place. They were shockingly crooked. It wasn't just like she's got a little gap tooth. It was like one of them was like a tooth length in front of the other. My mouth didn't close right, I don't think. It was a mess. I don't know what happened, but it wasn't pretty. I like to think that I'm working on my possessiveness and, you know, crushing one insecurity at a time, but I think it would have been a lot harder if I still had teeth like that. My teeth aren't perfect. They're kind of pitted, and they're, you know, they get stained every now and then, and I get the stains taken off. And they're too tight, and they do shred floss sometimes, and also it's kind of hard to eat salad. But, you know, that's what smoothies are for. You just stick your kale in a smoothie, call it a day. They look alright. They'll do fine.
You actually eat kale?
No. I don't. I can't lie to you. I would be caught one day. Someone would figure out that I hadn't actually eaten the kale.
The kale.
I have a dentist appointment tomorrow to rebuild my canines again. They can do that? Rebuild them with what? Thank God company has great dental insurance. Yeah. I blame it on my British blood. Eye teeth is an old-timey word for canine teeth. I remember being disappointed that my canine teeth weren't sharper because when I was a little kid, I wanted to be a vampire. They can affix fangs if you want. Thankfully, we have grown out of the desire to have pointy teeth. It's a resin. Dentist essentially becomes a sculptor. Like a resin crown. That's cool. I don't think I'd heard of that before. Pretty.
How do you have so many bracers? I just looked.
You just gotta like get them, you know? You just kill the centaurs and pick them up. Are you sure you're doing it right? Oh my god, you only have 4! I have 10! What happened?
Let's all point and laugh at him, ha ha ha.
Oh my gosh. Oh man, RNG really does hate some people. It's okay, it'll come back around.
You know, those hyenas weren't messing around.
I also didn't help you with them at all. I was off killing this other mob. Did sign up for dental insurance for the first time with my new job. Pretty excited. Congratulations. That is exciting. My dental insurance is provided by the Corporation of Hazelnutty Games, Inc., which is to say that I just pay for it. Works just fine as long as all I need are standard cleanings and x-rays. Gets a little dicey if I need anything fancier, but that's why we take very good care of our teeth. Such a scam that you need separate insurance for teeth and eyes. There is always the backup plan of just don't see that good and hope that you don't hit anything if you're in the street. You get to play that game of like, well, my vision prescription is not what it used to be, but, you know. Maybe that's all right. It's not all right. Actually, my prescription's fine, I think.
Yeah, let's go in this cave.
Yeah, okay. Oh. No. Wait.
What?
Are these claw marks? What do we want in here?
I don't know.
Are you getting bored? Is this your way of getting us to play something else?
Coal car stormer.
Do you think if you had chickens, you would need to become a chicken doctor because your standard local veterinarian might not be able to treat like a chicken, so you would need to learn about like the things that can happen with like their feet and whatnot?
I mean, it'd probably help.
Because I think livestock medicine is not different than regular veterinary medicine, but you know, a chicken's different than a dog. I went to school, I know. And if you're living out in like the boonies and like your chicken has a problem, it's probably on you. Especially because like I know that like farmers would pay a veterinarian to come look at like a cow or like something that's worth like hundreds of dollars. And it's a little bit of a grim thing, but with livestock especially, chickens are not individually that valuable. If it's like a beloved pet, it might be a little bit different. And with me, you know it would be, because I am incapable of not bonding with any creature that's within a 200-yard radius. But, yeah. What sound does a chicken make? Chicken different from dog. Hazel 2024. Tell your friends. Friend has backyard chickens. Don't think she pays for a vet. We never, ever, ever had a vet look at any chickens. Honestly, when I was a kid, I think that if a chicken had a big problem, it was just kind of night-night for that chicken. And then you would just have other chickens, and I think that was the way of it. Hold on, we're verifying this with our experts. Checks out.
Did you enjoy having chickens growing up?
They were cute, actually. They were surprisingly personable, and they were really fun to watch. We had a bench that was like overlooking the chicken run. So if you wanted to, you could just like hang out down there and like, I don't know, chuck some like potato peelings or like whatever into the pen and just watch them like run around and chase each other, and like, you know, they would like scratch around and they would take dust baths, and like they have really like interesting social hierarchies. And when you know the group of chickens, like you know which ones are which, it's super fun to watch them. They're a lot more interesting than people assume. Some chickens legit are cool with a little cuddle here and there. But knowing me, I would get really attached to a particular chicken, and then it would get like, I don't know, fuzz foot, and then I would try to treat it, and then I would have a one-legged chicken, and then I would have to carry it around everywhere, and then it would start to get a little skinny, and then I would be like, oh no, Betty.
Would you build a leg for your chicken?
I think I would cause a chicken more physical issues trying to build a prosthetic leg for it. I would like mess up the rest of the chicken's skeletal system. We've really gone in hard early, huh? It's not even 10 o'clock yet.
Betty!
Hi, Scarlett. How you doing? How are things? One thing, if I do move out to the woods, though, is that if the power goes out, I'm probably gone for a day or two. like in the city, if my power goes out, it's back within like 4 hours usually. And there are lots of places on the island that if their power goes out, you're probably not going to get that fixed for a day or 2 days or longer sometimes, depending on how bad the storm was. So it would be something I would need to kind of plan for a little bit, both in terms of like supplies and food storage, but also in like, well, no stream for a little bit. Hazel's gonna light some candles and start scrapbooking. Could always go back to the spinal fluid stuff. I'm really glad that stuck with us. You know, I aspire to have a stream that really like lingers after it's over. That's how you know you did something with your life. It's the people talking. I'm gonna get another food buff. See if I don't.
That's good.
I only have 11 Strider stew left.
I think I'm down to like 3. I must have been vendoring my Strider meat that we... Actually, we probably haven't killed any Striders, have we?
No, we really haven't. We don't need to anymore because we did all the quests for it. Yeah, we probably should have picked up the Centaur Bracer quest like a long time ago, but that's okay. This is good too.
We were being safe.
We were being safe. And I think I was confusing the first quest with the later ones. The Bracer one was fine. Things are good, you? Things are pretty good. I'm happy with myself right now. I do need to do laundry, but that's okay. Laundry is so much easier than it used to be. Well, when I was like a teenager and I had a wider variety of clothes, especially like tops, and like this one is lay flat to dry only, and this one's hang dry only, and this one can go in the dryer, and this one's like a funny shape, and this one's got like details or whatever. Like each article of clothing kind of needed to be considered individually when it came to laundering and storing. And now I'm like, t-shirt, sweatpants. The sweaters and the athletic stuff gets pulled out separately, but like there's a lot less thought that needs to go into laundry. I don't have like, you know, the whites and the colors or anything like that. It's just everything's it's all pretty straightforward. It's just a question of like cold or not cold. And then which things I pull out before they get to the dryer. I have like a drying rack that collapses that's excellent, but I store it in a place that's not that easy to get to, which is kind of a problem. So instead I just kind of drape my yoga pants like over all of the doors and closets and stuff. It just kind of looks like Hurricane Lululemon hit my place for about a day until it all dries and I put it away.
So you have like a laundry floor fort.
I guess it's a little bit of a lie that I put it away. I just like whenever I'm going to yoga, I just look around at the doors and I pick off a pair of pants that are like hanging.
So you have like just a very big walk-in closet.
Yeah, my whole place is a walk-in closet. Whenever I have company, I have to like look around and make sure I don't have any like underwear on the doorknobs because some things you don't need to share with visitors. He's a bit spooky, but we do need him actually.
Yeah.
Should I send in my boy?
Yeah, send in your boy.
Oh, I dotted. Black clothing, give me all black clothes, and I'm set. There we go. Wash everything unwarmed. Cannot be bothered to divide laundry. Thanks for being my Sunday crochet background noise. Enjoy your crochet time. Good that the partner is cool with underwear and doorknobs. I mean, is that weird? Put away your underthings at once. We're a respectable family. my house doesn't really have that energy. Why have you left your delicates strewn about? This is slovenly behavior.
Is this how you want Moose to remember you?
Yeah. I don't know.
Whoa, what kind of bird is this?
Besides, they're clean anyway. Chunky one. Why have you left thine delicates around thy estate? Man. My life for an estate. Mark of a harlot. Can't expect a proper gentleman to live surrounded by ladies' underthings. Oh dear. Maybe I should store the clothes drying rack somewhere that I can access it more easily. Because the problem is right now I have to like weasel it out from behind a couple of coats and a vacuum if I want to get it out. And I'm never going to do that. So I should maybe just find a different place to lean it. That would be good. I think it would be different if I had like kids that lived with me and they didn't want to be embarrassed by like mom's stuff around. That would be different. But my dog doesn't care. Or like if I had people over like ever. The teeth topic made me want to go brush my teeth. Nice gap next to my washer that fits my dry rack perfectly. Oh. Yo, those are the little things in life that just make it. That's satisfying. Lucky Moose doesn't steal it. Yeah, we appreciate that. I appreciate a lot of things about my buddy. This morning, he came to see if I was still asleep. I wasn't, because I was like kind of peeking out from under my eyelids, but I was pretending to be asleep because I'm an adult. And then he decided that I was asleep, and then he left. I thought for sure that he would be like, you know what, it's time, it's walk time, get up. But no, he was like, oh, well, she's not up yet. See ya. And he just like, it was so polite. I didn't teach him that. Although he has started like nosing aside the curtain so he can stick his nose up to the open gap in the window and like sniff the outside air. And then if there's anybody like walking by on like the pathway outdoors, he might get some concerns about it. Ooh. Cat does that. Kitty hasn't woken me up on purpose in a long time. She wakes me up by accident fairly often, but she doesn't mean it. Either that or she's just really good at subterfuge and she does mean it, but she's fooled me. First trip to Undercity, let's hope I don't die to the elevator boss. You just gotta be patient. I mean, you don't need me to tell you anything, but if anybody wanted to know the trick, and by saying this trick, I am guaranteeing my eventual doom to that elevator in a moment of hubris. But you gotta be patient. Don't try to get on last minute. You gotta jump over the gap just in case. And that's it. Just pay attention. Just don't be multitasking. It's people that don't take it seriously that die. Do we have any booty keys?
I was just about to ask you, do you have any keys?
I don't have any booty keys.
I haven't gotten any either.
The elevator boss is just a joke about people dying to the elevator. Either falling through the gap or, like, trying to get on when it's already falling and then dying to falling damage, basically. Old cat, I swear, could tell time. Wake me up for breakfast on time every day. They have really good internal clocks, cats and dogs both. Although Moose is vulnerable to shifting his internal clock to suit his own purposes. Happened to me this morning. Not the elevator boss. Food is a powerful motivator for many. I did it. You're safe. So, like, we have all the braces, so we can go, right?
I mean, you can go back into that cave.
Yeah. What's the biggest dog that you would ever get on purpose?
On purpose?
Yeah. So, like, obviously, if you don't know that it's going to get big, I feel like any dog could become your dog and be huge because you're like, oh, it's a cute little puppy, and then you're like, ah! When it becomes enormous. But, like, what's the biggest size of dog you would knowingly sign up for? For just, like, yourself in your life?
Oh. Probably within the range of 100 to 120, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, because that's, like, a big dog.
Yeah.
Once you've gone past 120, you're kind of into gargantuan
yeah, then I have to use
territory.
2
You're
arms
Clifford
to
the Big
hold him
Red
back,
Dog.
you know?
Yeah. At that point, you just sell the car, hook up a rolly sled, and have it cart you around town. I got a small dog on purpose. Regret it. Barks too much. Did you do what? No dungeons. No dungeons at all. At that point, you're not getting a dog, but a small bear. What if the next life is like New Game Plus and it's like this world but with like some alternate universe rules and one of them lets me befriend bears and not die? Because I would love to get to know them, but like I'm not crazy and I'm not stupid and I'm not going to actually endanger any actual bears by trying to socialize with them. Because even if you don't get eaten, if that bear is friendly and becomes used to humans, that bear has got a death warrant on its head because that's a dangerous bear to have around people. So you really got to stay clear, but like... Why friend-shaped, you know? Eat honey
Don't you want to
together?
just, like, touch their ears?
I would cuddle. Can you imagine taking a nap with an actual bear? They would be so warm. And then if it was like my friend bear, I could maybe clean my bear. Give it a bear bath.
Bear bath.
They smell not after the bear bath. You could use some bear shampoo. I bet they would enjoy that because they'd be like, oh, I'm not itchy anymore. Wow.
You want to fight this guy again or not?
No. Old English sheepdog is the biggest dog I could manage. Cousin of St. Bernard's grown up. Neighbors with Great Danes, too much for me. Yeah. Moose is about the limit of dog that I can comfortably restrain if he's really excited and wants to go get something that he really should not get, like a deer or a bear or, you know, someone's Maltese. Why does this grizzly smell like strawberries and rosemary? Oh. Hang on. I want to read the space fact. Time moves slower with more gravity. We have satellites that we need to use an algorithm for to correct the time dilation, since their clocks tick faster for being further from Earth. That is pretty cool. You must be getting them faster now that I don't need them anymore. Because any that would drop for me are available for you.
Table scraps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I am getting them a lot faster now.
What if the battle at the end of the quest line is like the end of us?
Could be.
What if that's lights out? Oh, I never ran a prediction. I guess it's not too late. Never ran a prediction.
Too late.
Ran a prediction. We'll just do a 5-minute-er. Because we've already been going. If anyone wanted to put channel points on our continued living or death. Nothing worse than getting in a sitch with a dog owner that can't control their giant dog. Your dog's a pug. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I know my dog is big enough to smush a little one, even if it's like, just, he's excited and he just jumps and lands on them funny. Like, he's not even aggressive. If he just trips and falls over, there's little dogs that would just go. But that's why we got all the gear. And he's a good boy. He's doing much better. Sometimes I wonder if the things that he does now, if he's going to do them his whole life, or if there's any more things that he's going to grow out of. He's 1.5. And I'm sure dogs generally behave a little differently when they're like 4 or 5 compared to like sub 2. But at a certain point, I think he's just going to kind of be who he is. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. This is a very quiet dog. He doesn't make a lot of noise. I kind of wish he talked more because I feel like it's very cute. But also, I know that that's like a dangerous thing to wish for because like when your dog talks, they don't often stop talking. What things has he grown out of? Doesn't eat moss anymore. Eats much less dirt. No longer picks up every piece of trash that crosses his radar. Doesn't lunge for Kleenexes. Doesn't lunge for receipts. Will now walk past dogs as long as they are not actively trying to meet him. What else? Lots of stuff. He barely ever bites his leash anymore. He almost never throws tantrums. He used to throw like 7 tantrums a walk. He would be walking and he would just get like too worked up or too excited or frustrated about something, and he would just like turn around and grab his leash and just like bounce around going, no, 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 no. And you'd have to discourage him and like kind of get him to do a couple of other things to take his mind off it until he'd calm down. And that used to be like many times a day, and now it's almost never. Dog has the sassy husky grumbles and groans. Three dogs love each other to pieces, but there's certain things that'll trigger it with food. Mm-hmm. I think I might be a 1-dog kind of person. Like, I love dogs, but I think the right situation for me might be just having 1 dog and maybe 1 cat or 2 cats and just loving them to pieces and like having them visit friends and stuff. But I don't know if multiple dogs in one house for me is my life. I feel like it definitely works, and lots of people have multiple dogs that enrich each other's lives a lot. But also, I know a lot of people that end up having to like, well, this one eats this much over here at this time, and this one eats over here at this time, and this one will get really mad if this one gets this thing, and this one doesn't get this thing, and this one has to go for a walk at this time, and this one can't walk with that one, so this one goes for a walk at this time. And they just end up with like double the work when you don't think it's going to be double the work. And sometimes it's super easy, and sometimes it's not, and there's no real way of knowing what you're getting into until you've done it. 1 dog, 4 cats is my goal. My small dog counts as having like 4 dogs. Plus, because my dog is like an only dog baby, he's spoiled. Like I spoil him rotten. He doesn't have to share a whole lot. Although he can. It's nice. He can share. You can mess with his food and he doesn't really mind. I can give other dogs treats right next to him and him treats, and he's not too worried about it.
What is his favorite non-beef or chicken, like non-basic dog food flavor thing to eat?
But it's still like in a pet product or just like food?
Just food.
He really likes carrots. He really likes carrots. He will get real bummed out if you're having carrots and you don't give him a piece. He really cranks up the puppy dog eyes for carrot sticks. And then blueberries is another good one. He loves blueberries. He gets really cute about them. Like you'll give him some blueberries and he'll like pop them into his cheeks like a squirrel. And then he'll like take them to his bed and then go and like put them all on his bed, and then one at a time he will savor each blueberry. It's very cute. The problem is that when I'm eating something that I know he can have, all I want to do is give him a little bit, but I know if I do it every time, he's going to become insufferable. So I do it sometimes, but I always do it like different from my dish and separate from when I sit down to eat mine, and I make sure he knows that mine is mine and he can't have it because I don't want him to basically learn begging more than he already does. But it's hard because he'll be just giving me the eyes. He's not even up in my business. He's just laying down and looking at me mournfully. And I'm just eating blueberries feeling like a monster. And he's like, what? Just one? For your little moose? And I'm strong, but it's hard. It's real tough. Must record this. I need to get a clip of Moose doing his Moosey wiggle. He's got a real cute pretzel thing that he does where he's really excited and he basically sits on his head and falls over. It's hard because, it's hard to record things with the dog because if I see the dog, I just want to pet the dog. I'm not really thinking about anything except for the dog. Stairs. This one, the Orcish battle bow. That was, I think, part of one of the things I wanted.
We got a ring. An Addon stam.
Ooh. Nice. Well, it's only got one stam, but it's my first ring. I need to vendor a few things. You wanna nip over to...
I was gonna do this counter attack quest because they're halfway there already.
Oh yeah. Let's do it. One of my tap dances is front paws when it's dinner time because he gets so excited. Yeah, I won't give my dog like a sandwich or like any like cooked or like processed human food really. That's like, I'll give him things that I would also eat, but that are like in kind of like their plain original form. So I might give him like a little bit of fish or a little bit of crab or a little bit of like carrot or blueberry or banana. But I'm not going to just like give him a bite of my sandwich. I'm sure he would love a bite of my sandwich. I won't give him like hash browns or anything. Much to his dismay. Whenever
I wouldn't attack
the
elite yet.
Okay. Miss Kira used to be a lot pushier about trying to beg for food. She's really given that up. Doesn't really bother her anymore. She used to really want dairy products. So if you had like milk or yogurt or...
Go loot this banner.
Okay. She would be like up in your business, but not so much anymore. Already being used. How old is your kitty? She is 10. Baby girl.
That was easy.
Yeah. Still baby. Yeah.
25 silver.
What do you need?
25
You said you
silver.
wanted to vendor stuff, yeah?
Yeah, I do.
Going to Crossroads.
Hi, Sugar Bean. I don't know what I'm gonna do without her.
Your cat?
Yeah. I feel like stream in particular is gonna be really hard because she's always with me when I'm streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Like she even if she doesn't stay the whole stream, she'll usually turn up and hang out for like at least an hour, hour and a half, and sit on my lap or like by my chair or in the bed over there. Boy 7 tuxedo, big part of my heart and soul. One day at a time. And she seems alright for now, so who knows.
You said she's warming up to moose, right?
Yeah, she is. It's really funny. I did not think he was gonna wear her down. And he has been. He has been doing so. I think she like really understands now that he's not dangerous to her at all, and that he just kind of follows her around and like loves her. Don't get me wrong. She's not cuddling with him yet, but she doesn't like if she runs into him or steps on him or something. He just kind of like watches in curiosity, and she's just like, oh, all right, fine. You're here. Can you not be here? I don't know. Crossroads. She's accepted that he's here forever. I think so. I think so. And he does quite a good job of staying out of her way. He really doesn't bother her. He only ever really bothers her on accident now. Like, if he's excited and he's, like, within 6 feet of her and his tail starts wagging, it's got a pretty big arc. Oh, no, my skinny knife. He's got a good wag radius. So sometimes that'll clip her. No, I don't need those, I don't think. Don't need the excess leather or the hide. I have 4 gold 70. Am I loaded or what?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
39 linen. I need to bolt up some linen.
Yeah, we got so much from the centaurs.
Mm-hmm. Call that the whip. That's how it feels when you get hit sometimes. Yeah. It's just such a happy tale. He's such a happy boy. Somebody stopped and met him yesterday, and they said, that just looks like such a bright dog. He's got such a bright personality. And I'm like, thank you. You're right. He is a bright boy. Because he just, like, walks down the street, like, looking around at everything and, like, high-stepping with his little hoppy feet, and, like, he really bounces through life. It kind of radiates off of him. It's very cute. Although sometimes it's annoying, because sometimes he decides that he's going to meet some people, but, like, it's not always appropriate. I have to kind of fast walk him past bus stops, because sometimes people waiting at bus stops will, like, want to see him and say hi, and he's learned this. So now if there's people waiting at a bus stop, he'll stop and, like, look at all of them and be like, does anybody want to meet Moose? And meanwhile, I'm like, come on, bud. Like, most of these people are just on their phones waiting for a bus. You know, I would hate to terrorize somebody that's afraid of dogs, that's just waiting for this dog to, like, move on. So I'm trying to, like, hurry him by there. But every now and then he finds a mark that likes him, and then he can get to, like, some sniffs and whatever, and it's like, it's cute. A little annoying. Any wool? I have 3 bolts of wool, and I can probably make some 4. I'll make some of these just to get my tailoring up a little more. Wants to sniff, but no pet. If somebody's met him enough times, they can get some pets in. Maybe. If he's not too excited. If you come at him from the right angle. Tailoring 103. 4. It feels so nice to be able to just make stuff like this and vendor it and not have to disenchant it. Because it's like 2 silver per. That's not nothing. You know, it adds up.
What levels are you tailoring now?
Just about, I'm just kind of working on it. 105. And the linen stuff is still yellow, so I can get some more mileage out of it.
Oh, good.
I just need another 500 linen. No big deal.
Greetings, man. Be seeing you.
Okay. We did it. That was not too bad. Is it time for...
Lizard blood.
Yeah. What are dig rats for dig rat stew? Should we pick it up and see what he wants? Bring 8 dig rats to grub. What is a dig rat? What's it from?
Who?
Over here. Well, classic crafting. Yeah, it's pretty slow. A week ago it was negative 19 Celsius, and today it's 14. I really don't understand the weather mood changes. The sun's doing that thing where it's at a position in the sky that even if the sun does come out, it's kind of hitting stuff that's like, I guess maybe if you're out in the middle of the day, you might like get some sun on you, but for the most part, like the world is in shadow and there's just a vague hint of some sunshine like up where no one can actually feel it. But it's December, you know, we're coming up on the shortest day of the year. It's going to start getting better pretty soon. Hello, Grub.
Sung.
I'll fix you up a nice stew. Need a few. Uh-oh. Bail Modan. That's danger, isn't it? I mean, I'm gonna pick some up anyway. Or I'm gonna pick up the quest. But let's exercise caution.
So we are headed down south, though. Yeah.
Yeah. Thunder lizard blood. For me. Should we take the flight path? Or should we
Yeah,
just run?
probably. Flight path's probably a lot faster.
But once we get halfway there, there's gonna start to be... Oh, no, you're right. Let's just take the flight path.
Does it turn in also at camp or nah?
Probably. I think so. Yeah. Turns in at Camp Toroho. Now, earbugs, you must face the great thunder lizards. Love the winter solstice. Find great hope on that day in particular. I have some plans about like a solstice workshop, and I've never done anything like that before, and I'm curious to see what it's like. But that's not just yet, soon. It's gonna be New Year's before you know it. And then it's gonna be 2025. I like New Year's. More so for like the planning and the hope that you're gonna be a different person every year than for any particular. I don't really party or anything, but this year went by so fast. Remember the 2017 eclipse when everything just lost color? There was a weird cold wind. I remember the eclipse. How you doing? Like the excuse to see friends and party. I feel like I would go to a party if I knew of one, but I'm not about to host a party.
Party!
Because I assume everybody else has better places to be going, and also I know like 2 people. I usually just stream is what I normally do. That's my party. Nothing says New Year's like 8 hours of World of Warcraft. Floyd here now. Hello. How you doing? Happy New Year. Happy New Year? Happy New Year! I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Alright. I'm heading in this direction.
Where?
In search of the thunder lizards. Oh. I see. Friend has a Christmas party this Saturday? Oh, that sounds like a nice gift. That's a New Year's party I can support. Oh no, my woodwalker. Oh no! Okay, I'm gonna need your help, alright?
You take on this one first.
Let's do the zebra. Because I don't have a pet. And I don't want to bother like summoning my my imp. I don't know how I managed to run so low in soul shards. There we go. Do you have an advent calendar? I do not. I think they're a cute idea. I used to really like them as a kid, but I do not have one this year. Apparently my nephew's all about his. Every night before he goes to bed, he says like what number it's going to be tomorrow. No succubus. I haven't gone and gotten any new pets. I might not. I feel like the Voidwalker's kind of like the business. There we go. I did it.
Oh, you did it.
Nice.
I need one more.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
But I thought that you were giving me a hard time because you had already finished and turned it in and moved on with your life, and I still needed Thunder Lizard blood.
No, just that we both needed one.
Oh. I was very off the mark. Love the Succubus and Fellhunter quests. Yeah, for hardcore, I feel like having exactly for sacrifice, it's nice to kind of have the Voidwalker handy. I haven't used it yet on this run, but you never know. My emergency get out quick as we go shift 7, 5, 4, and that's sacrifice, health pot if needed. Health stone is on 9, but then the 4 is a swiftness potion, so that while you have your Voidwalker shield, you're booking it away from whatever it is that was bullying you.
We did it.
Wouldn't do those quests until I was comfortably leveled. I can't believe we're into the 20s now. Do you think we're going to make it to 30?
It's quite possible. We're playing good.
Do we want to make it to 30? Are we going to
I don't know. What sounds better for a YouTube video, you know?
YouTube video. Never heard of it.
New thing. All the kids are talking about it, I guess.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Sounds like fun. I should try it. Foreign concept. Muck her off for the content.
How we shall meet again.
Find and slay a Thunderhawk. Ooh. 17 silver.
Walk with the earth.
Is it just you making like the thumbnail being like the gasping face and like the title's like I killed a rank 1 player in classic WoW? You know?
Oh man. That everybody will surely be normal about that.
So now we need a Thunderhawk,
Mm-hmm.
which is what we just killed, yeah?
So nice. Hazel and Flabby are leveling at a calm pace. Other hardcore streams rush to 60. Are we not rushing?
No.
Oh.
We're taking a real chill. I mean, if you consider we're only playing like 2 hours and 45 minutes.
But like
a day?
every day on weekdays. Actually, it's Sunday, but it's a weekday for me.
People are like, 8 hours every single day. At least.
Oh. Should I do that? Is it a good idea?
Well, that's level 22 actually. Hold on.
It's too late.
I was just gonna exercise caution because I got that thunderhead.
Easy. Stellar pet man.
Easy. Oh, let's get out of here.
Be the Hazel you want to be. Gotta go snowblow and I don't wanna. I mean, you could shovel.
What if you got a flamethrower?
Oh my gosh.
My brother has one.
Of course he does. Oh man. Oh no, I'll snowblow, thank you. There you go. Look at how excited you are about snowblowing now.
I have just the thing for you.
You know where I'm at in my life? I'm at the stage where I am coveting yard work. I just want like a lawn and some leaves to rake up, some garden beds to plant, you know. I want to do some yard work. Mind you, if I ever get a yard, I feel like that instinct is going to fade real quick. But we all want what we don't have. Or some people do. Some people might be enlightened. Couldn't be me. Miss having small trees in the backyard. Sounds like you need some chickens. What if I didn't tell anybody I was getting chickens and one day I just showed up to stream and I just had like a chicken? Live in a condo, landscaping, fully taken care of. Hey, it sounds like you like it that way. It sounds like that's kind of perfect.
So we hit level 22. You want to go back for spell training to org?
Let me see what I would get. Not mandatory for me. I could, but 24 is more important.
Okay. Well, I'm going.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're going, I'm going.
Because I really don't know what I'm gonna get.
Yeah, I could. You should get this add-on. It's really good. It's very lightweight.
Wait.
I'm going to take a short break, I think, while we're on the flight path here. You should raise some
okay.
pygmy goats. I'm gonna need a much more successful stream if I'm gonna have enough land to have goats. We're gonna need to do some 8-hour streams. Orgmar, I will be right back. I'm not even there yet. That's great.
No.
Okay. Stream's titled Goat Marathon Stream. Really confuse the newcomers. Sometimes I wonder if there ever are newcomers that wander in here and if any of them, like... I've always kind of imagined the stream as being something for people that already know me and don't expect much. Like, they already know not to expect too much, so they've kind of, like, become accustomed to the premise. And sometimes I wonder if anyone ever wanders in here and then actually sticks around. I never really design it for retention. Okay, we're gonna do some class training and maybe tailoring training.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even think about tailoring training. That's really smart.
That's me, I'm smart. Make that the stream title. The Orcish hoo-ha, the music? Wondered if it was medicine. Oh, that's a good question. I would imagine that it would be kind of like a different category department because it's part of like the actual music. Like that they would get like musicians. Not that medicine isn't a musician, but you know, like it would be the purvey. Purvey? Purview.
Purvey. Pay-per-view.
I'm out of smart. Hi, kitty. How you doing? She's on the in-camera chair arm this time. Nice, sweet girl. Miss you so much on YouTube. YouTube, thanks, baby daddy. I don't think I'm gone forever. We'll have to see. One day I'm going to come back with that Onserrat guide that somebody out there is definitely still waiting for. It'll be good for the Victory Lap season. Welcome to Hazel's stream of lowered expectations. That's right.
What do you need?
No, I'm not training those.
May your blades never dull. Strength and honor.
110 for the... I mean... No. Oh, I need another woolen bag, actually. I got one more bag slot for it. No
You
PoE
got no
too?
bags.
Not for me. I hope you have fun with it, though.
Oh man, I actually can't learn anything till 125.
Yeah. I'm sure we're gonna get more stuff. Get rid of this and this.
For the whole.
I gotta do the warlock training. How's my skinning doing, actually? I may as well just pop in. It's right next door. I'm probably not ready for skinning training yet, but you never know. Oh, I am ready for skinning training. 50 silver! That should do it for a while anyway. I don't know if I've made 50 silver worth of selling leather, actually. Not skinning that much.
So we're basically, for the most part, done with the Barrens.
Yeah, I can't see anything else left for us to do there that's a good idea when I'm like looking at my quest log.
You want to abandon some of the gray quests?
Yeah, like which ones? Mirror Rune Totem and Sepulchre?
And then until death do us part.
Yeah. Yeah, we never did go back there.
According to my questie, if we go back to Thunder Bluff and just turn in the Melior sends word, it's like 2.5k experience or something.
Oh, that sounds pretty good.
Blood and
Oh,
But it's just a lot of flying around, you know?
yeah. I mean, we could fly straight there, though, because we have the flight path now.
Yeah.
I can pick up another Warlock quest. I will not do so yet, though. I don't need to. It's a later me problem. You're free. Still can't get on board with paying for early access games. Honestly, I don't even really register anymore when they say they're early access because there's so many, like, it wasn't it Valheim that only just actually came out properly and like left early access?
They're about to leave early access with like their next major patch or whatever.
And like to me, Valheim feels almost old. Like I'm nostalgic for it. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I've just been playing it. So and I've had so many different like sessions and episodes and like leaving it and coming back to it that I don't know, it never really occurred to me that it was early access.
Feels like nowadays that's the play with those types of games though. It's just, like, hey, look, here's early access, and then like, they still have like a bunch of bugs and stuff like that, but like they'll still like pump out update after update after update
Yeah.
until finally it's like 1.0.
Valheim was actually never that buggy for me. The only thing that was ever a problem was lag if you like super giga terraformed.
Yeah.
And I feel like they probably fixed it. Or I just
Would hope.
stopped terraforming that much, I don't know. But the other problem though is if you do wait until all of the updates are out and they're actually ready to properly release it, if it's important to you to play when there's hype for it, people might have moved on by then.
Yeah.
It's like, it's fun to get in on a game. Like Palworld, for example, when Palworld like blew up, it was really fun to be playing at the same time as everybody else because we were all kind of talking about the same things. We were like sharing these experiences. And if you had sat it out and waited until it actually like became feature complete, whatever on earth that is, I don't know. Like you would have completely missed like that big wave where it was really like a fun community thing.
Yeah. It was fun. I think I had like 4 different worlds that I was playing when Pal World first came out.
Yeah. Yeah, I
I know we had
enjoyed it a
couple
lot too.
playthroughs. You went deep into breeding. Holy.
It was so satisfying when you started being able to pump out like, oh man, this is going to be like my ground mount or my flying mount or whatever, and it's like got triple speed stats on it or something crazy.
Yeah.
And like the different abilities and whatnot. That was cool. I didn't really like the dungeon grind much in that version of the game. Are we going to fly to Thunderbluff?
Yes.
Okay. The dungeon grind was very repetitive. The dungeons felt very samey.
Yeah, I agree with that. I love the enemy human NPCs in there though.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever they would die.
They would go, it's like a murloc with a lung puncture.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Can't give her scritches in the back of her legs. She's a lady. You gonna jump down? I'm gonna move this out of your way. You gonna go for a walk? See you later. Cat butt. Oh, did you see? We flew over a rare.
Yeah. My rare scanner went off.
I saw somebody like fighting it. They were kiting. Oh, 33
Oh.
bag slots. So many possibilities.
Are you living or what?
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Imagine if we get to silk bags. How many things could I fit in a silk pack? You don't even know. So we're gonna turn in Thunderbluff. Let me see. Smeller sends word. Is that
When
it?
when you shift over that thing, how much XP does it say for you?
2450. Oh no, the next one in the chain is 2450.
Steel Snap.
And we're not
Which
ready for
is
Steel
1,000
Snap.
needles. We're going to Steel Snap.
No. Negative.
No.
No. My nephew is a really cute no. And when I mentioned it was cute, his dad said that it was well practiced. He uses that one a lot. It was really funny because like he would say no to something. You'd ask him a question, he'd be like, no, and then he would think about it and go, Okay. Yeah, alright, never mind. But he would, like, his first response is no, and then maybe under review it might get changed. Oh, Flabby trying to get dead so you can play Pal World. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do want to play Pal World, it just doesn't feel like the right time. I guess I don't know when the right time is.
You want to play Craftopia?
No, I don't. Well, it's probably better than it was when I played it, but Craftopia broke me.
Yeah, I remember.
If anyone's not familiar, Craftopia is a game available on Steam from the makers of Pal World that predates it. And it's basically like... would you call it survival crafting, or is it just crafting?
It's survival crafting.
Alright, it's survival crafting, but it's got... The crafting system is to Craftopia what, like, the talent system is to PoE. It's just, like, an insane amount of things that you can craft. And at the time that we played it, you would learn new tiers and you would rank up and you would access new things so quickly that it was just, like, brain scrambling to try to figure out what you were even wanting to do or make, because you could do... Like, you would skill up 5 times and you'd be like, oh, cool, I can make another 150 things. Ah! Like... I always have a little bit of a hard time at the beginning of games trying to kind of just find my feet and figure out what I'm doing. And Craftopia, I don't think I ever made it out of that learning phase because it was just, oh, I don't know about the glyph. Don't do it! You're freaking me out. I'm going over this way. Some people would love, others would drop and run away from screaming. It's probably paced better now. I bet you they had it paced like that so that people could, like, test it better in early access. And that was a long time ago. You've played it since then, Flabby. What did you think?
Yeah, I've done a couple more playthroughs for, like, the updates and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had a lot of fun with it. I'm pretty awful at the automation thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I need you there, you know? You need to get the farm running.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those
good at
games that
that.
has, like, automatable systems, a little Satisfactory style. You can make, like, the conveyor belts and then, you know, build, like, your system of things that lead into other things. But it's kind of wacky in the way that Pal World is kind of wacky. Like, they don't have... I don't want to say they don't have common decency, but it feels like there's really no limits. So, like, you can murder merchants and breed them together and stuff like that. You can clone them and then have them get smashed together in a machine to, like, spit out coins or something like that.
With Hearth? Speed it up.
Why don't... So what is it that we're doing next? We're gonna go to Stone Talon, right?
Stone Talon. Yeah, so we need to go to Crossroads and then just go west.
Yeah. Yeah, we can just Hearth, because it's probably gonna be an hour before the end of it. I do want to play Satisfactory. I just cannot find time. I'm enjoying too many other things. It can't quite sneak in around the edges. I like it, though. I did the tutorial, and then I was like, okay, now I want to do that again, but better. I want to start over. Do the same thing, but better. Satisfactory is a time sink. Playing Marvel Rivals, because yes. I've been playing Hearthstone Battlegrounds Duos. I've been playing Classic. Tiny bit of gold making. A little bit of cross-stitch, that counts. I've been playing the game where you, like, go to bed and you read a book and you sleep for a while. I like that one.
Question, do we get rid of these fishing poles?
Yeah, well... I will get rid of it on the day that it is a problem for me to carry it around, but... Yeah, actually, let's just can them. They're not even that expensive to replace if we regret it. And we just didn't skill up. We just didn't skill it up.
It just always felt like there's something better to do besides fishing.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like,
Yeah.
we didn't... Our cooking is definitely going to fall behind, I think. But
No, because we're going to grind the meat that we need.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Finally got around to making Christmas cards. Most people I know are skipping them because unless you can hand deliver them, they're just not going to make it. For Canadians, anyway. Can't speak for the rest of the world, but I'm not going to do any this year, I don't think. I did like an actual like Christmas card with like a photo and a letter one year because it was kind of a cute novelty idea that I'd never been a part of a family that like did that. And I was like, I can do whatever I want. We did that one year. And then I haven't, it was like 2 years ago and I haven't done it since. Everybody that got one probably thinks they like somehow got off the list to get them, but I just didn't do anymore. 10 friends are in Montreal that I'll drop off by hand. The dozen or so that would go elsewhere are getting skipped. Yeah. Kind of wild. Bit of a relief. You hand draw them? Good grief. That's a very lovely thing to do. I have a lot of admiration and respect. My goodness.
Where's your blueberry?
I'll get him out when we get there. I'll get him out now. Do this every year because I'm nuts. I feel like one day I might do the thing where you get like the little like paper stamp cutout things and like just some various stationery supplies to like, or even just like a card crafting kit because I feel like that would be very fun. You know, give me like some glitter and a glow stick and I'll just have a nice time for 1 year. But then the next year I'll be like, that was too much work. I'm just going to buy the cards. Last year did a lino cut. Worked well for mass production. Started knitting everyone hats. Get the whole year to make them. Leave a tiny note in them. That's lovely. If they have enough hats, they can donate it. Yeah, I have like just bought like mega packs of the generic cards to write to people, especially if it's somebody older in my life that I know really expects or appreciates a Christmas card. But at least for me and among my generation, the card's just not that important to me. I don't really need to get them. I don't really need to give them. I'd much rather just pick out a gift and see the person and like thank them in person and tell them hey, Merry Christmas or whatever in person. The actual card just usually ends up being like recycling. I don't really keep all of them. I keep some that have like a lot of writing in them, especially if it's like from my mom. But I don't know. That's a piece of Christmas history that hasn't quite stuck with me. Did you buy all the redone anniversary tier sets? I did. I actually did. I didn't think I was going to get the tokens, but I ended up with them after the secrets. But yeah, I think I mostly just want to play with stationery. I just want to spread a bunch of tools and supplies around, art supplies around like a big table and make stuff. That sounds really fun. Maybe I'll do that next year. It's too late this year and there's no postal service.
Greetings. Farewell. Go forth to victory.
Stationery is really lovely. It's so fun. My food's running low. Hopefully we can grind something here that... I mean, honestly, I don't know how impactful the food is or if it's just to make me feel better, but hopefully we can grind something that drops mats that we can cook with for more food buffs.
Yeah. We're basically looking for what, like bears, clams, coyotes?
Yeah, I could do crabs. I could do dry pork ribs if I got boar ribs. Yeah, lots of different options.
Oh, finally we can start killing taurens.
It's a weird thing to say. What did a tauren ever do to you? Your bugs is a cursed name. You like it? Thank you so much. I like it. More or less cursed than coffin cheese.
And cheese.
Coffin cheese. Currently playing a High Mountain Druid. They should drop beef. I'm offended. So if you had a guild of tauren rogues, could you call it sirloin purloin?
Yes.
This is my
good
brown
range.
snake, and he is beautiful, and he is not a maggot. I paid 50 silver from a very reputable snake vendor in Orgrimmar. Mind you, I'm not above having maggot pets in WoW. I'm pretty sure my actual character has a few. Should we just go in? Send him in.
Yeah, go in. Go in.
It's so ugly. Those dangerous words. We quested very hard for that 50 silver. He's got a nice pattern. And his tongue goes... Oh, they actually did some damage to my guy.
I'm not getting any items from them. What about you?
No, just copper. Can I have an arcane intellect buff when you get a chance?
Who's asking?
Hazel from Hazel Nutty Games. Look, I'm AoE farming. Oh, there we go. I got some leather. Or, yeah, linen from that one. May I ask if you stopped dyeing your hair? Yes. This is my natural brown and gray. Just like God wanted. He is ugly, but we love him anyways. Whoa, 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 whoa. Absolutely not. This is slander and I won't stand for it. Oh, man. He meant the snake. No, that's what I'm offended about. This is surely going to go well. A poll to see if chat likes the snake or not. No! I don't care if you like the snake. He's beautiful, and I will hear no words to the contrary. Oh, coffin cheese, are you alright?
Yep.
You all good? How's your heart rate? I do think it's funny when people play with heart rate monitors, like, live on stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the snake. Thank you, Mercy. I would name him if they let me.
Alright, so we're done with that quest, yeah?
Mm-hmm. I like the snake too. Evening, Hazel and Jack. Good evening. Oh. Approaching feline. Not retreating feline. There's nothing over there, kitty. I thought maybe she was heading for the bed. Maybe not. He's just attractively challenged. He is not! I picked the prettiest snake. What would you name it? We picked a name yesterday and I completely forgot.
Yours is Toast, mine's Bagel.
Toast, that's right. For some reason I was thinking Humberto. But, I don't know why.
Huh. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think he's just gonna be Brown Snake because that's the name that he actually gets to keep.
Mine's a king snake.
Yeah.
Yours is just Snake A.
Wow, of all the things to get cosmetically bullied on this stream, I did not have the battle pet on my bingo card. Oh. Well. I was gonna say I'll show you all, but what am I gonna do? Like, enter it in a snake pageant? Like, give it a snake glow up? Take off its snake glasses and straighten its snake hair?
Well met.
Oh man, we have to go back in there and kill brutes?
Hmm.
Are we killing brutes?
Sure. Yeah, I don't know. It's good linen, though. Give it a snake spotlight so we can bask in the glory of snake. Is this a good shortcut?
Yeah, just don't die.
Oh, you have slow fall.
I can't target you with it though. It's only for myself.
I know I won't die from that distance, but... Abundance of caution. Paint the individual scales like they were fingernails. Listen, we just bathe them in a little snake glitter. I can hear my cat grooming herself somewhere, but I don't see her. I wonder if she's picked a new spot. She usually will stick to a spot for like a while once she's adopted one, but then, you know, like the planets move and the stars change and it's time for a new cat spot. I'm quite a ways behind you, just be advised.
I'm pulling everything.
Be advised. Sir? Sir, I'm right behind you. Could you slow down, please? Sir?
Where? I found a brute.
Okay. You can probably pull them. I'll be right there. Keep an eye out for chests. This seems like a chesty kind of area.
How come you don't play Enhancement Shaman?
Because you play Enhancement Shaman.
Doesn't mean you can't.
It does, actually. It's exactly what that means. The dream of a WoW character for me is to make one and somehow make it my own or distinguish myself or something. And no one else is no one else is gonna do that on Enhancement Shaman. Because we all know you. So it's kind of like been done, you know? It would be like trying to get people excited about the 5K you ran when your, you know, uncle is Usain Bolt. I know those are different types of races, but whatever, shut up. I can play anything else.
Oh, I found the brutes. Do you think they hit hard?
The brutes?
Yeah.
Maybe. One way to find out. You're so much. You're using Blink, huh? Oh, hi, kitty. You're much faster than me. Do you still go running? Not so much now. I don't have a lot of gas left in the tank outside of yoga. Maybe one day I'll be in such shape that I have endurance to run and do my practice, but I don't know.
Cool. Those guys hit hard.
I break enough of a sweat. Okay. Running in the cold sucks. Admire people who stick with it during the winter.
Getting a food buff.
Yeah, good idea, good idea.
A sorcerer.
Run to the studio, do yoga, and run home. I don't have that kind of gas in the tank. It's really hard for me to get through my whole practice. Like, I'm nervous about doing it tomorrow because I haven't done it since Friday. Or Thursday, actually, because I took Friday off because I wasn't feeling good. Like, I felt like a bit like a cold. And I thought I would just kind of give my body an extra day. But now it's been like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 3 days. And I'm like, I don't know. I might have lost it. Because it takes me about an hour and a half to do the whole thing. Hi, kitty. They promised me that it was about an hour and 15, but they don't understand how slow I am. Not trying to run before or after. I'm happy if I can get through the day without needing a nap before bedtime on a yoga day. That's about where I'm at. You'll make it through. Feel great? I hope so. The problem is that,
Resistance.
like, all of the hardest stuff that I'm trying to work on right now, all of the places where I'm really trying to, like, learn a new thing, they're at the end. So when you get to them, you're already really tired, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna try it. Like, my ear, like, you know, the spirit is willing, but the arms have given out kind of thing. Sending him in.
Mm.
Are there yoga ranks? It's not really like a martial art. What in the West is known as yoga is actually just kind of one facet of yoga that's like the asana practice. And it's more akin, traditionally, it's more of a path to meditation than anything else, but that doesn't mean it can't be physically demanding. The closest thing to ranks, and it's really not like it's not really supposed to be about like personal aggrandization or anything, but in Ashtanga, there are different, like, you'll get progressed through the series in a specific order based on your ability and how ready the teacher deems you to be for it. So you could say that somebody who's practicing like secondary series or intermediate series, or like, there's 6 in total. Almost, it's very rare for people to be in the back 4. Most people are going to be in the first 2. If I see somebody in second series, I'm like really impressed. It's a lot. So you could consider that to be kind of a progress marker, but it's not really what it's about. You're still kind of getting the benefit even on day 1. Looked up some videos, was amazed by masters at Ashtanga. Yeah, there's some pretty cool stuff that people learn how to do. Should we fight it?
Yeah, I'm just worried about him social pulling.
One way to find out.
Go for it. Oh, yep, totally did. But you only got one other thing. Oh, nope, you got 2. I'll sheep one. And then I'm just gonna blast down the sorcerer.
Yeah, the reason that I went for this was that they're level 16, so I think that even if it was a bit of a messy pull, it was probably livable. And if not, you know,
Give it a roll.
c'est la vie. Have the validation come from within rather than external metrics. Sometimes I think about how interesting it is that yoga is kind of different from a lot of things in my life and in my worldview, in that it is something that is done purely for yourself. You're not performing yoga for someone else. You're not training yoga for the yoga show. You're not going to go to the yoga meet and win the yoga Olympics. And it's very personal, which means that it's very much about what you are able to do and what is good for you to do and what you want to do, and about your own experience with it and what you're getting out of it. And it's highly personal because you've stripped all of that external stuff out of it. There's not a lot of stuff like that. Or at least there in my world, in my generally Western world, there's not a lot of things that are just for the internal experience of it that don't have anything to do with external metrics or anything. It's not just for you. There's a goat to think about. Would you re-roll if y'all eat it or move on? I don't know. We could do like a speed round of how far can we take warriors before we bite it. But I feel like I don't think I would, I don't know, like try to get to 60 again. How many hours are we in? Let me see. Slash blade. I was going to say 38 minutes. That's just this level. 1 day, 3 hours. So 27 hours. What do you feel after a yoga session? I usually feel calmer. I feel kind of grounded. I feel like very like noodly in a nice way. Like I feel very like well stretched and like I've kind of worked all of the tension that was like gripping me together. All of the deep breathing activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which is kind of like the rest and digest response. So it kind of helps chill you out and take you down from like the clenched state. And you stay, like, it lasts for a long time for me. Sometimes a little warm and glowy. Sometimes sore. Often sore. I like complaining about my hammies. There's a lot of hamstring stretching, especially in primary series, because eventually you need to put your legs behind your head, and it's hard to do that if you have tight hammies, so.
Your spatula.
my spatula. Makes sense. Awesome to hear. But your experience is going to be different with it every day. Just like your experience with yourself is different every day. I think it's part of, like, meeting yourself where you're at and finding out what's going on with you in a given day that you might not have otherwise paid attention to, and sometimes it sucks. Are we gonna protect her?
I don't think so. We still need to kill the name mob here.
Oh, okay.
Plus, this escort quest, I know it's not right here, but it just seems really dense.
We're level 22 though.
Are you up for it?
I think so, but we can do the name mob first. If you like.
Yeah.
Does it affect you mentally? I think most of those benefits were mental. It also, another weird side effect that I've noticed is that doing yoga most days has, it's not that anybody at the studio is like, you should eat this and don't eat that, or like, no one's really preaching lifestyle at you, at least not at the one that I go to. But the process of showing up regularly and continuing to do it kind of naturally made me want to clean my lifestyle up more in a way that makes me both more effective at the asana practice, but also just feel better overall. Like, you're more tuned into how you feel and what sort of things change that. And once you've really, like, felt how gross it feels after you've, like, eaten something that, like, sucks for you, or, like, a hangover or whatever, it's a lot easier to stop those things. Like, I'm more likely before I eat junk food now to think about it and go, well, I'm going to yoga in the morning. Maybe I'm going to eat something different. And I've made better choices. Not all the time, but on the whole, I think by a pretty big degree since I've started. And that was never really on, like, the selling card or anything like that. But it was just kind of, it just kind of happened. And I've read from other people that that's a pretty common experience. Do you think it could help me with my depression? So there's probably no one thing. The danger is when you look at something like that and you're like, this is going to cure me or fix me or change everything. I've been there a lot. I tend to pin a lot of hope on stuff. Flabby, should we? Sorry, I know I'm kind of like deep in a speech here. Actually, might be AFK, I'm not quite sure. What are we doing?
I'm waiting for the name mob to spawn.
Oh, okay. I think it definitely can help, but you can't expect it to make everything better. What it can do is it can kind of help you build a little space into your mind or your reactions. Or sometimes, even if all it does is help you physically relax and get some sleep, that can make a big difference. I've been depressed in that way where it's like impossible to sleep, and it seems like things get worse and worse and worse the more sleep deprived you get. And just getting physically tired enough and stretched properly and then getting a good night's sleep can really buy you some space. Honey Bun Games, thank you for the 42-month resub. Happy 42 months. Currently have a foot of snow, hoping for more. Oh, congratulations. Hope you and the floofs are doing well. You want one thing to make it better. Yeah, it's been I can't prescribe anything for anyone's experience, and I would be suspicious of anybody that tries to. But I can talk about my own experience and say that it's helped me more than any other one thing has. But I think part of the reason is because I've done a lot of groundwork in therapy and in reading and learning and journaling and all of these other things. And it's just kind of what I had before was I had a lot of really good information, but I didn't really have the mental resilience to actually implement it. I'd be like, well, I know I should do this thing, but I'm tired and I don't wanna, so I'm not gonna. And yoga's kind of made me a little tougher in a way that lets me actually do the thing that's gonna help to get the benefit that the thing that helps gives you. So for a while I was just doing the yoga, and now it kind of gave me that little bit of discipline that I needed to start journaling again every day and meditating every day, and that gives me a little more discipline that makes it easier to do other things. And it sort of snowballed for me over time. Not that I'm cured or anything like that. I'm definitely not like a fully functioning person. But I've been stuck for a long time, kind of just scraping by, and this feels more like more change than anything else has ever given me. Oh, you alright, kitty
You want
cat?
to do the escort?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm just gonna kill his mom first.
Okay.
I don't know where the escort goes.
I go to classes at a yoga studio. I have a membership, so I go 5 times a week. Actually, no, I go 4 times a week, and then I do 1 time a week at home, and then sometimes I'll do another practice at home for 6. I can do my practice at home, but I am somebody that is much more likely to stick with something if I have like booked a thing and they're expecting me. So as annoying as it is to actually go to the studio, that was really important for me, because otherwise I'm queen of picking up an at-home hobby and then ditching it within the first 3 sessions. And having an actual studio that I pay for and that I like book classes with is the thing that pushes me out the door to actually go do it. Irchi, I'm not even gonna. I very much agree with what Kinley's saying. There's also sometimes there will be like a piece of advice that is generally very helpful for depression, but there may be places in your journey where you're not ready for it yet, and you either can't implement it or it won't do very much. But then you might revisit it later, like a year later after you've done some other things that were helping more, and maybe then you're in a better place to take advantage of it. I've had that experience. I've had advice that was given to me or things that I've tried doing that I was like, this is useless. But then I just wasn't ready for it yet. I needed to work on other stuff and then come back to it.
Rage Mage X.
Do you play Mahjong? I have not. I've only ever played the Windows version where you just match tiles on my grandmother's ancient laptop, but I've never played actual Mahjong.
How come her arms are huge?
Yeah. I am a nice kitty cat. She's back on my lap and she's purring and she's really warm. And it's nice. Had our second trimester screening done the other day. Oh, congratulations! Little girl Bean. My mom said something yesterday about how she likes spending time with my nephew because that might be the only grandchild she ever gets to have. And she's not wrong. But I don't know if I'd ever heard it like that before. She just knows me. But I got a kick out of that. That was pretty funny. For a second I was like, wait, what? I and then I was like, no, you can't. Shut up. Oh. This will be my in-law's 7th grandbaby. Thank you. Yeah, our family tree is very triangular and like an upside down triangle. There's like a lot of people in the grandparent tier, and then a handful of people in the parent tier, and then just 2 people in my tier, and then there's just like 1 grandbaby. For my parents anyway, like down below. So there's a big concentrated funnel of love, I would say, that happens. That kid has a lot of people looking out for him. But yeah, my mom would never pressure me for grandkids. I thought it was just funny the way that it came out. If I was going to change my mind about kids, I would need to do it in a moderate amount of a hurry. used to tell my mom when she asked for grandkids, how about a grand cat? Uh-huh.
Well, for streamings, we should probably wander in and get the flight point, yeah?
That's a good idea. Good thinking.
Oh, I'm going the wrong way.
Our dog was definitely a grand pup. My dog loves my mom. Although my dog loves everybody, but who wouldn't love my mom? She's great. I miss my dog. He's in the living room. So far away. I wish he would just... I kind of had this fantasy that when the gate came down, he was going to sleep in my office all stream. And sometimes he'll come... If I'm in here at my desk, like in the afternoon or something, sometimes he will come hang out and he'll lay on that blue bed. But I think Kat's really nailed down the stream time. She doesn't like bully Moose out of the room or anything like that, but he just doesn't bother.
Do you think it's because she initially just like laid claim to the blue bed, his only bed in there?
So. Because I remember he got excited when I first moved it or got the bed, and he was like, "Oh, cool, bed for me." And then the next day he comes in to try to go sleep in the bed, and the cat's in the bed. And I remember this was fairly early in their being loose with each other, and he just couldn't quite figure out what to do. Like he wanted to lay down in the bed, but the cat was already there, and he just like, can I get her? How do I get her to leave? I can't touch her. I can't really bother her. And she's not moving. Why isn't she moving? You're a sweet girl. You don't let anybody push you around. Hi. Oh, that's right. All right. Oh, yeah. There you go. I'm almost out of gingerbread cookies. It's very sad. I need to make some new cookies. Maybe like shortbread or sugar cookies or something.
Have I asked you what your least favorite cookie is?
I mean, I'm sure somebody could devise like a hell cookie of like, you know, bile and flies, and then that would win. But like, if we're talking cookies that actually exist that people might try to offer you.
We need to go in here, right?
Yeah. Chocolate chip cookies with walnuts, actually. I have to be in the right mood for a chocolate chip cookie. But growing up, sometimes they would have walnuts in. And for me, that like not quite spoiled the whole cookie, but it more or less, I much preferred them without the nuts. Which is weird, because I like enjoy nuts a lot. I like walnuts, but... yeah, chocolate. And then I guess oatmeal raisin is another one, but I don't hate them. It's just that if you offered me a platter of 5 different cookies and one of them was oatmeal raisin, it's probably not winning that fight. Gonna get controversial. Chocolate chip cookies, definition of mid. They're a classic. I don't really crave them though anymore. I'm much more about the Christmas cookies. I love Christmas cookies.
Before we set off, I'm gonna AFK real quick.
Oh, okay. Oh, I can bolt up some more cloth while I wait. Love making pistachio cranberry cookies. Nuts do not belong in them. I love nuts on like ice cream. Like if you have like a ice cream cone or sundae or something, and you've got like some caramel or some fudge or some like walnuts or pistachios or peanuts or almonds or like all of that is all good. But for some reason you put it in a cookie and I'm like, you lost me. Can't do raisins. Don't like raisins in baked goods. The only one that I really like is my grandmother makes raisin scones that are real good. Those are good. We call them scones growing up for some reason. That was our regional pronunciation, or at least family-wide pronunciation. But those were nice. Almost anything else with a raisin in it, though, is just not working.
Hello.
Hello. And then whenever like I've tried in my life to get like a scone from a coffee shop or something, I don't even try anymore. I don't like any of the commercially available ones. Or even like local bakeries, like it has to be my grandmother's. Try to pick out every single raisin in a cinnamon bun and put them in a pile next to it. I think I might have done that before. I also pronounce it scone. God, it's not just me. British ones are different, softer, much better. That might be the difference. Because it would make sense, because I think they were my great-grandmother's recipe, and she was British. So I'm told. There are photos of me with her when I was a little baby, but I don't remember. Oh, deep moss creepers. I think I'm about due for a baking renaissance.
Oh.
I just need people to pawn my baked goods off on, because I only want to eat a little bit of them. But I want to make big batches, you know? This is how I'm gonna... Well, I'm not... I don't know if I would, but this is how I should ingratiate myself with new neighbors if I move. Just like, hello, I'm new in the town. Would you like a scone?
You dump them on your sibling?
Oh, could do, yeah. I don't think I even have to tell her. I just like leave them in a covered basket on the doorstep like a baby. Thinking of moving? It's just a kind of a question of timing, but I have been saving up for a couple of years. Well, a lot of years, but then a couple of years to re-save up after a couple of expenses in my life. And trying to get into a little tiny piece of real estate, just for me.
It's free real estate.
It's not free real estate. I have been looking, can confirm not free. Nothing in life is free. Lots of things are free. I mean, I'm sure that if I said any particular example, someone would find a way to verbally convolute it until they'd made a cynical and depressing point, but like...
Somewhere within the mists, Jeff stirs.
Oh my god. Jimmy John's does free smells. Oh my god. The phrase free smells just implies that you probably don't want them.
Do you want Flight Path or do you want to do the Spider Quest?
Let's grab the Flight Path first. Myself and my partner would be moving, but in this case I would be buying the house in my name. That would be kind of a rude surprise. Hey babe, so I'm moving.
What are you doing?
What are you gonna do? Thanks for all the dog sitting.
See you.
Oh man. Can I interest you in some goodbye cookies? Gets a cardboard box. Right outside. Nah. Oh, I have an unspent talent point. What do I do? What do I do?
Which one? Which one?
Well, okay.
Hurry.
I'm like
Which
looking.
one is it?
Hurry! I'm like, I know that last time I went into demo and that was great, and I'm probably going to do that again. It worked out, but I'm just kind of like looking farther down the AF tree to see what I would get. There is I think the answer is not much. Talents are not as impactful in Classic, huh? Compared to retail.
I mean, you have so many of them.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. Yeah, I guess when I'm looking at like a 2% talent, I should consider that you can get it up to 5 times. What do you do? Spend the point? Yeah, I think we're going into demo. Oh my gosh, I just realized all of these times I've been going back for Warlock training, I have not visited the Demon Trainer.
Wah, wah.
Oops. Are you picking up all the quests? Oh, we're turning this one in. Oh man, I was just thinking about my Voidwalker and like their skills and stuff. I'm like, man, I wonder when he gets his like little AoE taunt, and I'm like, wait a second.
Oops.
Money efficient pet management, if you ask me. I mean, I guess we've been making do. It just hit me all at once too.
Be careful.
It's like when you're driving away from your house and you think about your oven and your eyes just widen.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what is available, but we're at level 22 now, so that it's worth checking. This will be a nice place to set up camp for a while.
What brings you here? Farewell.
Plus, we can fly all the way to and from it. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we don't have to like run back here anymore.
Anybody got any like cooking recipes around here?
Maybe in the tent?
My add-on shows grimoires. I was gonna say nuh-uh, but it does. Pet abilities, right. Okay, so... Imp. Voidwalker sack. So he could learn Consume Shadows for the first time, which is his like self-heal. He can learn Torment too, so new rank a Taunt. And then that's it for now. But that's substantial. That is significant.
Speak, friend. Be safe.
Hello?
What are you looking for?
Hello?
What are you looking for? Woodwalker goes on strike demanding fair treatment. Refuses to continue walking the void until an agreement can be reached.
Careful of this cliff. It claims people.
No. Careful. Safety. Safety first. I should probably vendor a few things. We're probably not going to turn in any more blood shard buffs, huh?
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm getting rid of them.
Sounds good.
It's 2 bag slots that I want back. I'm keeping the spider silk. That might be important. I am a tailor after all.
Yeah, I think with our tailoring, we're eventually going to learn spider silk boots.
How did you get up there? Oh, thank you. Right there.
Do you think I can just share you the quest? Or do you want to go get them?
Oh, no, please try.
First of all, I don't need this one. That's a dungeon quest. Where are all these other ones? Oh. And then where's Boulder Side Ravine? Yep. That should be it, yeah.
Nice. Oh yeah, because that one's a dungeon quest. Alright.
You cleared out your bags yet?
Yeah, close enough. 34 slots. The dig rat quest is actually a cooking quest, but it wants you to cook more dig rats. And it's not even a buff food. That's rude. Where do they get the confidence?
What's for lunch today?
I'll poke around, I guess. Something from the cupboards. I shall crawl into them and see what they may birth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Why? What are you having?
You just pop out. It's me.
Oh, I don't even know if that makes sense. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to poke around. I think my pantry has like some stuff that is like for lunch, but I just haven't been in there in a while, so take a little look-see.
Do you want to do this section over here, or do you want to do the spiders?
There are also, I think, oh no, wrong spiders. Let's just finish the spiders we started.
Okay.
The blue ones. Plus we can get there's some eggs or something, I don't know. It is
And
spooky.
you want to watch out for Besselith because it is I think it's like a level 22 elite or something like that.
Oh.
And we did pick up the quest, but I think we should be able to do it, just you and me.
I'm gonna need a food buff.
I'll rebuff us.
Thank you. I saw in a documentary that you can tell how old some whales are by the structure of their earwax plugs because they grow like a new layer of wax every year, kind of like trees with rings. Now, I don't know if they just shed these earwax plugs or if like this is sort of a post-mortem thing. I just thought you should know. Just in case it comes up, you know? And someone's like, how old is this whale? You could be like, well.
Let's just check the earwax.
Mm-hmm.
By the way,
Food buff, food buff.
it's very easy to get surrounded in here, so just be on your toes.
All right, watch your 6.
Mhm.
And your 7.
Yep.
And your 4. If that doesn't get asked at pub trivia on Tuesday, I'll be disappointed.
Were you ever one for trivia nights?
I've never tried. I never would expect to be any good at it because I was always useless with Trivial Pursuit as a kid. Do you guys have that game?
Yeah.
I never knew the answers to like most of them because they were, I guess the game was manufactured before my time, so all the questions were about like politicians and pop culture figures and like pieces of media from like, I don't know, the 80s or something, or the 90s or the 70s, or I don't know. It was all out of my reach. And that just kind of gave me a lifelong understanding that I suck at trivia. But I'm probably reasonable at like highly specific trivia, but I think when you go into wide trivia, it really depends on where it's from.
I'm marking a skull, but that doesn't mean attack the skull.
What are you laughing about? What's so funny? Huh?
What's the big idea?
What's the big idea? I just heard attack.
You were mid saying something, so I knew you weren't paying attention. So
I can't even challenge that one. You're kind of an angel for playing with me while I'm streaming. It's kind of like corralling a sheep with a memory problem. Actually, I don't know what the standard memory capacity of a sheep is. I've never thought to ask.
if the sheep could hear you, they'd be very offended right now.
Mm-hmm. They would do the ba ram you thing, but they would just switch out the middle word. Never mind.
I've never seen Charlotte's Web.
Mm.
So many spiders.
So many legs. Oh, we've killed enough of them now.
Or we just have to clear out for the eggs.
Oh, right.
Green?
How do you know before we loot it?
Green.
4 stam, 2 int.
Stand better for you, yeah.
I mean, it's good for both of us. How good is your robe?
I'm still using the basic one that we got before.
That's yours then. Oh, also, you're gonna look awesome in it.
Okay.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Oh. Is it my color?
Oh, see, the shirt's kind of... The shirt's...
No.
There you go. There you go.
Do I have like wind chimes on my neck or something?
I think your neck is wind chimes.
Oh.
Hey, Hazel, how's it going? Hello, Alec. It's going quite well. How are you? Played your parents' Trivial Pursuit and it was kind of out of date. Yeah.
My whole gripe with trivia night was I had a group of friends that used to go, but there was one person and she just Googled everything on her phone under the table and it became
Oh.
unfun.
That's kind of against the spirit of the thing, I would assume.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're playing a crossword puzzle in the privacy of your own home and you want to do that, I feel like that's a victimless crime, but like, there's people around. Cheater's never fun.
Apparently that elite spider is the #1 deadliest in Stone Talon.
Average victim level 20.7. But you know, we're 22 and there's 2 of us. I don't know about you. But never mind.
I'm feeling 20.7.
Yeah. I think we can totally do it. When
I just
we
wish I
we
could
clear the
pull that.
area, I send my pet in, we unload. It'll be fine.
I just want to kill that web spinner though before,
Do you think it's gonna
but I
social
think
pull?
it's social pulls.
Can you sheep it?
Yes, I can. Oh. Because we're good space wise.
Yeah.
Oh, what if that was it?
Oh.
I'm so good.
You're so good. Holy. But we gotta move right after this, because, like,
Yeah.
time's ticking. I'm sending in my guy. Alright, he's
I'm
gonna
gonna
first
let him
hit.
get aggro for a bit. I'm not even gonna.
Oh, this thing has a lot of health! My dots might actually come into play. I'm gonna heal my guy. Now, if only I had the modern rank of taunt.
I'm just gonna keep it forever slowed if it's coming after you.
I refresh the agony at the
It's
end.
super slow right now. Okay, there you go.
Oh, he almost died too.
Loot the fang whenever you can. We did it. What's up?
There wasn't a fang for me. I just looted it and I got a spider ichor and nothing else.
There's always next hardcore. No, we can just wait for him to respawn. It
That's
respawns
so
at very-
rude. Man. It was fine though. I feel like we had it under control. That's a good question. Do I have the quest?
Did you not pick it up?
Well, can you try to share it with me, please? Thank you. Was that so hard? Let's just skip past the part where we like laugh it up about what I did or didn't pick up, and then you can just give it to me so that I can do it, okay?
How did you?
You want to finish that sentence? I don't know. I'm doing my best, alright? Imagine that we hadn't noticed that. We just killed it again and nothing happened. Blame it on streaming, right? Yeah, I have no idea. I thought I picked up everything. Clearly I did not. Listen, if I tell you all my shortcomings in advance, then I can blame you when they happen for not having prepared me better. That's a reasonable, well-adjusted
my fault?
After all. It's okay, we're just getting experience in our handling of large and dangerous creatures. Any good deaths in the death log? Oh, I feel like I manifested that one. Help, my health is at 7%. Oh, it was a duel to the death. Do you think it has different spawn points?
It does. It has 4 spawn points.
Oh.
But like they're all within like this little area.
Mm-hmm. I need 3 more creepers. I think I have the eggs. Maybe. I actually don't know. I was looting eggs.
Oh, Alderman. We're gonna have more deaths following suit.
Oh, I hope not. Oh, it's always so tragic. A level 40. Oh, there's another one. Oh no, those are from different places. Oh no, the same place, same place.
Yep.
Gosh, that's so much time invested. Why people are playing hardcore now. There's no changes beyond a fresh server, but adding the anniversary servers kind of gave everybody an excuse to go in again. And it's sort of nicely timed a lull in content in the other major WoW things, I think. So a lot of people kind of had time for it. Is it going to be just 2? Did everybody else get away? Last words are... they died to Stone Vault Maulers. Definitely strategic timing. You need more eggs, actually. I got all my eggs.
Eggs.
You here?
On the
Oh.
creepers.
Oh. Deep moss hatchling. Isn't that what we're fighting? A level 20 just died to these things. Or at least the little ones. From the eggs. Were they AFK? Actually, that was mean of me, sorry.
I mean, they could have like, it's a warlock, they could have like life tapped when they looted an egg or something and just been low.
You have to life tap a lot to bring yourself low. I don't know about that.
I mean, that's just because you don't have the upgraded life tap.
I do have the upgraded life tap. Get your facts straight before you come at me like this. It's probably because I won so much that I never spent any mana, so I never need to life tap. I'm just out here going bing, pew. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bing.
Actually, no, I want to kill this guy first.
I hope I can learn how to cook some of these spider things. I don't think I can, though. Maybe there's a Stone Helen quest for it. Also, I'm abandoning Digrats, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll abandon it too then.
That is true. Being a duo does help us stay safer. Scared of life tapping. I tap once at max health and that's it.
Oh. So
they
the
pulled it.
hunters are pulling him right now.
Yeah. It's not like super beneficial for us, but I'm not against just farming the spiders.
Sure.
Just
I
to,
mean,
you
more
know,
more chances
like
for silk, yeah.
yeah. And like, you know, it's some experience. I'm sorry that I wasn't on the quest. I didn't think it was gonna slow us down this much.
No, you're fine.
Oh. Oh, they made it. I like our snakes. I think it's cute that we both have one. Ooh. It's 9 silver somebody gets to keep.
That's me.
Happy 9 silver. Do you?
To me.
How much gold do you have?
Enough. You can't just ask that.
God, Hazel, you can't just ask somebody how much gold they have. Right.
I have like 2 gold right now.
Have you noticed these bushes have blinky eyes
Have
in them?
eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
There's something in there, you know?
What?
Stuff.
Who did this? Who did this?
This.
Oh, I see the... Oh, no, she's dead. I was gonna say, I see her behind us, but that's the corpse. Wanding just feels like free profit, damage, progress, whatever, you know? Like, it's not incurring any durability. It's not costing me any mana. I just turn it on, and it just drip, drip, drips the mob to death. It almost feels like an automation game.
Drip, drip, drip.
Yeah, no, we can't trade with each other because we're both self-found.
The body disappeared.
I don't think we have a specific noted goal. I think every day is a brand new day kind of thing.
Every day we're alive is a win.
Mm-hmm. Shadow does a fair amount of damage.
Oh, there she
There
is.
she is. Alright. Are you ready? My mana's a bit low, actually.
Yeah. Do you have a food buff just in case?
I do have a food.
Or behind us, behind us. Just in case we need some room to run.
That'll give me a big mana.
I'm drinking and food buffing.
Okay.
How's your mana?
I thought it was gonna really pick up because I like drained life and I have a talents into that. But I guess it's not that big of a deal. I don't have any water, so we're just gonna have to deal. I can wand if anything.
Okay.
We're
Once again,
going
I'm gonna let your
Yeah.
waiting. Going. Start blasting.
So anyways, I started blasting.
You're rooted. Oh, too easy.
Oh, even easier than last time. Okay, we got it.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah. In actual practice, does the type of wand damage mean anything? Not really. Yeah, hardcore self-found. Level 22. In the eternal words of the Bee Gees, we are staying alive.
How many spider silk do you have?
One. I got excited because I had 5 that was the same icon, but it was just the gray item.
Mm.
Now I have that song stuck in my head. You're welcome. My nephew really likes something called the Wiggles, and they, I guess, have songs, and now there's a Wiggles song that will never leave my head after yesterday. Something along the lines of doing the propeller. Get Dem Soul Shards filling up your entire bag. Yeah, right? I got 2. That'll do. That's enough to resummon my pet and replace my Hellstone if I need it.
Do we do this Boulderside Ravine quest? Oh no, we only have 9 minutes left. Let's just go back to town, yeah?
Yeah. Why don't we go, like, turn in, let's go talk to Ziz Physics up here. We got a little time. Fruit salad. Yummy, yummy. Yeah. There's a whole playlist of them. Fruit salad.
Are we gonna hardcore?
It's true.
Are we playing hardcore off stream or no?
Probably. It sounds like us, unless something else comes up. I should be around, I think. Once I get too lost in the Christmas shopping, I just go out and I never come back.
Oh no. Wasn't it in the Windshear Crag where your warlock almost died?
Yeah, there's a escort quest. That one in the mine. Garenzo's orders. Murderous. Absolutely brutal. I think it's for both factions as well, so anybody. And it's equal opportunity, death and destruction. Oh, careful.
What's up?
There's a... Actually, I don't think I can hit them or anything, but, like, that's an alliance character.
What's up? Be good.
Did you slash hungry at him? Oh.
Yes.
I did.
How come I got an angry glare? Thought you and him had an understanding. Maybe he doesn't like my name. Oh. Yeah, no, that's fine. No, we're good, we're good.
We got 6 minutes.
That's true. This arachnophobia quest is going to be, Oh, for a second I thought that was a 4-stam 5-int. That's a nice staff.
Ooh.
I'm going to use it, are you?
Oh yeah.
Clear crystal rod. Plus, it's the one that vendors for more anyways, eventually. What would you say if somebody got you like a crystal healing kit for Christmas?
Thank you.
Oh, good answer. Have you ever had a crystal growing kit? That's fun.
I have not actually.
You can like grow them in a bucket. I don't really understand how it works, but it's cool. I should look and see how much those are. I'm not going to do Wailing Caverns. I don't want to do any dungeons. I don't see any good reason to trust anybody else.
No dungeons.
No dungeons. Hi Hazel, hi Flabby, hi Kira, hi chat. Hi Spooky Snacks. There's Miss Kira. The crystals in a bucket thing must be cooler than like the dino eggs, which is just like a piece of foam cut in the shape of a dinosaur that's inside of like a water-soluble capsule. Those were a real letdown to me.
You didn't like the dino eggs?
I loved them when I was really small, and then one day when I was like a teenager or like maybe even a young adult, I reacquired one because of that nostalgia. And with the clear eyes of adulthood, I was devastated.
I am choosing definitely the staff.
Yeah.
Greetings. Walk with
Quest so
from
nice,
the-
we did it twice.
We shall meet again.
Let's find an inn.
Right over here.
Speak, friend.
Do we need spider meat for anything?
That's my question. I kind of want to look it up. I guess I can just look it up. That's something that's within my power. So I think the small spider legs are definitely just trash for us because I think Alliance are the only ones that can get that recipe. But I'm just going to double check here because I would love to be able to cook some of this. I'm going to check for the crisp in particular. So if I look this up on Classic Wowhead, we can see that it's a reagent for specifically Red Ridge Goulash. That is the only recipe that uses crisp spider meat. Skill required cooking 100. Recipe available from...
You're saying we gotta go to Redridge.
Quest or vendor. So there's sold. So it only sold in Stormwind. So as Horde, we're basically never gonna get this. It's an Alliance quest or it's a Stormwind vendor thing. So we can get rid of that meat too.
Okay.
What I'm learning from this is that the only people eating spiders are the Alliance. You'd think
That's
the Horde would
weird,
be all
right?
about it, but yeah, no auction house at all on Self-Found. Oh, worth jumping into Classic coming up? Well-populated servers? I couldn't say. I think people are playing. Kitty Cat War, thank you for the 11-month resub. Oh, and then I'm gonna get rid of the Venom Sacks because First Aid is for cowards. I just haven't done it. Did you?
No.
And that's funny because I feel like we were all about bandages the first time around.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't...
Horde.
Our duo characters were like... not casters, right?
Yeah. That's true. We can make some more britches. But, like, we're not casters that can heal ourselves, so, like, is it a difference?
I mean, we can eat people.
That is true. I have yet to use Cannibalize. It's been on my bar in a primo keybind.
Yeah.
Haven't touched it. First aid is for people with extra bag slots who don't need their linen and wool for, like, you know, important business.
Strength and honor.
It's my Friday. I don't stream tomorrow or Tuesday. How are you guys gonna get by without me? What are you gonna do without this incredibly important part of everybody's day? Here, I'm gonna say bye to Flavia first. For some reason, I don't like doing my intro with you on the call. I don't know why. You could just hear it on stream, I guess. I don't know. See ya.
See ya.
Rude of me. Thank you all so much for joining me. I will be back on Wednesday, appreciate the company. I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend and the holiday season, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.